It is important to remember that all investments carry risk. In this segment, we will talk about the three key risks of investing in Astrea 7 PE bonds, which include investment risk, market risk, and leverage risk. First, let's talk about investment risk. The nature of private equity fund investments is that the amount and timing of cash flows are uncertain. In addition, there are limited disclosures with regards to the underlying investee companies and their performance, some of which could potentially relate to a decline in returns or cash flows of the fund investments. Next is market risk. An adverse change in macroeconomic or market conditions resulting from events such as changes in the geopolitical landscape, like those arising from armed conflict, trade tensions, natural disasters, or global pandemics, could result in falling PE asset valuation and/or reduction in deal activities. This may lead to less distributions from fund investments if the underlying investments were sold during a period of declining asset valuation or deal activities. As you know, the COVID-19 pandemic is ongoing, and there is continued uncertainty around the trajectory of the pandemic and its impact on the global economy, which may have an adverse impact on the valuation of and cash flows from fund investments. Third is leverage risk. PE funds are likely to employ leverage, meaning the use of debt for investments. Use of leverage may also expose investee companies to adverse financial or economic conditions and impair their ability to finance operational and capital needs. There is no assurance that the current interest rate levels will persist. Cumulative effect of the use of leverage and adverse financial or economic situations could result in substantial loss to the portfolio PE fund or to the investee companies, thus adversely impact the cash flows to Astrea 7. In addition, it's important to remember that Class B bonds are US dollars denominated bonds. Class B bondholders whose investment currency is not in US dollars may be subject to exchange rate fluctuations between their investment currency and the US dollar. Such fluctuations may result in foreign exchange losses for these Class B bondholders. This concludes the segment on the key risks of investing in Astrea 7 PE bonds. Other risks can be found in the prospectus. Thank you.